The determined fisherman is back at it again on the Courtney Campbell Causeway at the crack of dawn.
Right there. Right there. Right there. Dango pinfish.
Luckily for this pinfish, the determined fisherman wasn't looking for cut bait.
Oh, come on. Yeah, they
Sometimes fish try running into rocks when they're being reeled in. Releasing the tension by opening the bail of the fishing reel may fool the fish into swimming out of its hiding.
Oh, no. Little mango.
Mangrove snapper have to be 10 inches to be a keeper in the state of Florida. And this catch is not 10 inches, so it will be released back into the water.
Before the bird come and probably shoot his let him get bigger so we can catch him again later on.
Using live shrimp is the bait of choice for the determined fisherman, and frozen shrimp is the winner-up. It looks like there's nothing but itty-bitty mangrove snapper in this area.
Itty-bitty mango.
The determined fisherman, determined as ever, decided to move down the seawall to try catching something different. These rocks are totally submerged during high tide. Yeah, it's a long, narrow walk along the seawall on this tide that's getting lower. Deciding where to set up, the determined fisherman looks for the blood stains of the most recent activity. Well, that didn't take long at all. Oh, it's just a pinfish. And this pinfish brought some unwanted attention from the pesky predatory pelican.
Get away.
The downside to the determined fisherman's chest camera mount is not seeing what's happening in his peripherals. In this case, to his right, the pelican is literally trying to attack him, thinking he still has a fish.
Oh, you better get away, man. Oh, man, get the away. Thing tried to peck at me.
So the determined fisherman decided to set up his head mount to get a better camera angle.
Back up. Back up.
The release on this mangrove snapper will not be easy with the pesky predatory pelican present and lurking.
Oh, man.
It looks like the determined fisherman caught a puffer fish. But now it's between a rock and a hard place. No pun intended.
Go ahead and get him. Go ahead and get him, man. If I go down there, I'm going back. I don't think you want that puffer. Watch it now. At the top.
Apparently, every time the pesky predatory pelican sees the determined fisherman's white towel, it thinks there's a fish in it and tries to attack. The determined fisherman is attempting to save the puffer fish from the rocks. It will be hours before high tide submerges these rocks again, and the puffer would not survive that long period of time without water.
Get it. You actually want that puffer though, man. That might be the last meal you eat.
The determined fisherman casts out yet another shrimp in hopes to catch a keeper while the pesky predatory pelican breathes down his neck. Wary of what might happen if he catches a fish, the determined fisherman anxiously waits. This ought to be interesting.
Back it up. Back up.
That pelican is relentless.
Back up.
The determined fisherman should put out a restraining order against that pesky creature. After having enough of the pelican's antics, the determined fisherman decided to leave the Courtney Campbell Causeway completely and hit up a different spot altogether.
Something happened too. Oh, come on, take it. Oh man, they're playing with me. They're playing with me. You serious? Oh, all these ladyfish up in there.
You will have to forgive the determined fisherman, for he is using a chest harness camera mount for the first time, and is quickly learning that a head-mounted camera angle is far superior. And this is a lady fish, not because of the gender. That's just its name, a lady fish. Switching up from light tackle to a more medium tackle setup, the determined fisherman gives it a go.
Already? Come on now. Oh, come on now. That thing's hungry. Oh, he's coming close. that? Gotta be a speck. It's too small though.
Speckled trout, also known as the spotted sea trout, must be at least 15 inches long and no more than 19 inches long, which puts this fish in the slot category, just like red drum. Let's see how long it takes for a fish to bite. It appears that every prize fish the determined fisherman catches happens to be undersized. Maybe it's the time of the year, who knows? The determined fisherman is using a fiddler crab together with a live shrimp, sorta like a crustacean combination platter. I'm not sure how well that's going to work, so your guess is as good as mine. Patience is a virtue, and it is definitely needed when fishing. Some people get bored and turned away from fishing when fish don't bite their hook quick enough. But keep in mind, fishing is hunting, and you either have to attract your prey or go to where your prey is located. Chumming the water helps attract bait fish, which in turn attracts the bigger fish. But keep in mind that it is illegal in the state of Florida to use fish or other chopped up once living organisms as chum. And now you may be asking, so what can I use as chum if I can't use fish or other chopped up animals? Well, this might surprise you, but certain types of dried dog food blended finely in a blender and then mixed with water to a clay consistency does wonders when cast netting in certain areas, but shh, that's a secret. Hey, something took the crustacean combination platter. These speckled trout are hungry and getting bigger, but not quite big enough to keep. The determined fisherman loves how beautiful the spots are on this species of fish.
The teeth are just kind of sharp. Be free, speckled trout. Be free. This little video. Oh, it's one of them. I should put this on as bait. These things is full of worms. I ain't trying to them.
Saltwater silver perch have seemed to have built a strong population all over the Tampa Bay area. These fish usually get thrown back if the determined fisherman doesn't need more bait.
fighting like that. Ooh, this is a weak fish. A weak fish. Look like a trout. Like a white trout. Can never tell the difference.
Luckily for the determined fisherman, there's an app called Fish Rules, which helps identify fish and has information about each fish's regulations.
Oh, got lucky, man. Didn't swallow it. Good on you. Just gotta get it out of the jaw, though.
It's always good to have a good set of pliers handy when fishing. This particular set is multi-purpose geared towards fishing. If you can notice how long and skinny they are. It also has a very sharp cutting part that helps clean up fishing rigs in a breeze.
Come out. There we go. And he's safe. He ran right to the wall though. That's bait right there. That's so perch. It's croaking too. That's how they communicate it. I got 10% left in my battery. If I use up the rest of this shot, what the fuck is this? Oh, little baby stingray. Oh, so cute.
If he catches a decent enough sized stingray, the determined fisherman wants to try cubed fried stingray wings. It will most likely be with a cow-nosed stingray, and not one of these skates. It looks like catching this speckled trout drew the attention of a big bird. But luckily, this bird isn't as aggressive as the pesky predatory pelican from the Courtney Campbell Causeway.